Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is episode 102 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeup. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And today's palette of choice is the Sydney Grace Enduring Love palette. I have the dark version. They almost always do a light and a dark. And I like my makeup to be on the more wabam side, so I chose the dark. This color story is so nice, and I thought for Valentine's week this would be a good throwback palette to use. So that's why I chose it. And my friend Tara here on YouTube's in our comment sections really likes Sydney Grace, and I told her I would use this before Valentine's Day, but it turns out I flat out lied. It's going to be slightly after Valentine's Day, but I think she'll forgive me. You'll forgive me, won't you, Tara? All right, I'm not going to keep on yammering. Hopefully you're subscribed and you watch till the end. Apparently that's super important. I'm going to scoot you in and we're just going to start playing. I think I want to do something on the cooler side. So I think we're going to use the shade called Passion, the black shade called Boaz, maybe. And I think I have to use this one right here, this like gray shimmer metallic shade. I swatched the 4 shades that are like more metallic-y, and man, are they ever. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Mostly because I got this new eyeliner that I haven't used yet. It's the LA Girl Intense Auto Line. But this is in the shade Continuous Charcoal. So it's kind of like a silvery gray, and I want to use that. So there's the reasoning behind my choices. Okay, now I'm going to scoot you in and get started. I'm going to take my fluffy Refer 15 into Passion and use that as the transition shade all through here. If you're new here, which we've recently gotten a boatload of new subscribers. When I'm filming this, I have 775, that's a lot. Just yesterday we had 700, which I thought was a lot. Anyway, I have hooded eyelids, so my actual crease is down here and really can't be seen. So I adjust my eyeshadow placement to give me the look that I want from my eyeshadows, since I can't go with my natural crease. So that's that on that. Just went in for a little bit more of that Passion shade, and I'm just blending. I primed my eyes with the Sigma Eye Base Pencil thingy in Ignite just below my brows. And then I used the Milani eye primer from my lashes all the way up to my brows. That primer is so good. I cannot get over how good it is. And I cannot believe I took so long to even try it. Okay. It's not blending out quite as much as I want it to. So I'm going to go into Cherish, which is the lightest like brown kind of shade. And I'm just going to use that along the edge to see if I can get a slightly better blend with between the Passion shade and my actual skin tone. All right, this is where the eyes are right now. I think it's looking a little not great just because like my face isn't done. It should all come together is my hope. So now I'm going to go into the black shade called Boaz. I'm probably way saying that wrong. And that is just gonna go right on the outer corner. I'm gonna want some depth out there, per usual, before I go in with that metallic shade. which when I swatched it was absolutely gorgeous. I was like, wow. I've used this palette several times, and I forget about my Sydney Grace palettes. I don't know why. Every time I use one, I love the look. I like the eyeshadows so much. I like the formula. I have zero negative feelings or thoughts about the brand at all. I just need to remember to use it more. All right, I've got that on and blended, and now we're gonna go into that kind of gunmetal shade called Albert. I'm so excited for this to go on my eyes. It was swatched beautifully. So just on my dry Singe Beauty E01, yes. I mean, look at that. That's on a dry brush. It's so pretty. I totally forgot to talk while I was doing that because it's just so gorgeous. I mean, this is pretty much the look done. I'm going to blend over where the black and Albert meet, and that's going to be that. So I'm going to go off camera, do the other eye, finish up the blending and all of that, and then I'll come back and show you the final look, and we can wrap up episode 102. All right, I'm back, and this is the finished look. Let me scoot you in so you can have an up-close reconnoiter at the eyes. As far as this palette goes, I think it is absolutely fantastic. I think in the next, I don't know, few days or a week, I'm gonna have to break it out again and use some of the purple and pink shades in here because they just look so nice. This palette is fantastic. And I think I figured out why I don't immediately reach for my Sydney Grace palettes. I love them. The quality is absolutely fantastic, but I think it's because it feels very grown up and, I don't know, a little sophisticated, and I'm more into like clown makeup, just futzing around, you know, don't take it too seriously. So I thought, what if I combine this Enduring Love beautiful palette with a highlight that isn't sophisticated? So I decided to use my Noctilucent highlighting palette, and I went in with the blue shade called Apparition. This one right here. I thought maybe that would bring it down a little bit to kind of my level. So that's what I think. I'm just going to have to remember to combine sophisticated palettes with other pieces of makeups that are more fun and carefree, because I want to use my Sydney Grace makeups. The quality is fantastic. So I'm going to start using them more, and maybe you can help hold me accountable. All right, that pretty much wraps up episode 102 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing. If you're wondering what's on my face, I will tell you now. And if you don't care, hopefully I will see you in my next video. You already know my highlight. My foundation is a combination of the KVD Good Apple foundation and a little bit of my Makeup Forever. This one is slightly too dark and too yellow, and this one is slightly too light. So I combined the two of them, and I think we've got a pretty good match going. My concealers are the Wet n Wild Incognito, and then the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop just on the very inner portion of my nose and eye area. My bronzer is my contour is Kevin Aqua. My bronzer is the Huda Beauty Tantour in Light. Gosh, I like this so much. So good. Doesn't mess up my makeups underneath. Even after I've powdered, it's just great. And I finally used my new Pat McGrath eyeshadow that I got in Paradise Venus. Lovely. And I applied it with my new e.l.f. brush. What a great pair up. Holy moly. My buffing powder is the L'Oreal Powder Foundation in 120 Vanilla. Mascara is the Huda One Coat. I'm wearing false lashes. I think these are Nakia Joy Cosmetics. And my lip combo is the Juvia's Place lip liner in Cola. And then I went in with this Rare Beauty lip in Inspire, maybe. And then I blotted it out with some of this Sephora, like super pale shade. And that is everything. I really like the eyes. I think they look so good. I think my base is looking pretty good. I'm a happy girl. In fact, I might even film another video after this. We'll have to see. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.